Oh, yeah. Yeah. Except Polly's allowed. He is an exception. Because he didn't try to hold up the being 27. It was
obviously a joke. It's 27. 27 with a family of 5.
27 with a family of 5.
Wow. Wonderful wife. Kids.
Good for you. What are your kids' names? Ages?
Joshua, he's 8 years old.
Jackson. Joshua Jackson.
He's 3. His twin brother named Caden.
It's Emmy.
Caden's his twin brother. And then he has a sister named
It's
Stephanie. Right? She's 7.
I'm gonna head off to do venues real quick.
Oh yeah.
So you had your kids really young at 27.
Yeah. And we have another child.
No.
He lives in
Everybody has one of those.
He lives in our attic.
Oh, he lives in the attic.
Yeah, he lives in
Not under the stairs. His name isn't Harry or anything.
No, he just lives in like we don't even say his name.
He should.
He's like that one
who shall not be named.
He's like that one uncle that's always around.
That's usually his name is usually Mike. That uncle. His name is usually Mike. Everybody's got an Uncle Mike.
I got
But
Uncle
they
Mike.
just do you? You don't have an Uncle Mike? I don't know. He's following everybody around. I know. I don't know anything named Carl Jr. I got nobody. No, I got nobody named Carl Jr.
Nobody named Carl Jr.?
No.
He's running around. Runs it behind you. I thought you knew who he was when we were talking. Somebody. Hey, there's you. It's got a hole in it. Oh, coin down again.
I know. Instead of you invested.
That's off.
Tell me to mute my mic.
No.
That's a long message. We're gonna have time to read
Hey, what the heck?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What up, guy? Got it. Damien boy.
Damien!
Fucking hands up. Christ.
Lifting weights again.
You're all.
Here, I will make you lift your hands. I just keep your hands there.
I did a lot of fucking
Wano Theater.
lifting.
Wano Theater.
There was just a really big pause between fucking and lifting.
I did a lot of fucking.
A lot of fucking.
No, I'm lifting. I wasn't gonna try it. I was watching the screen. Well, it's staring at me. Oh, you were playing along? Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to confetti, but I such a hard time. It's my
Every time you need to go under anything, say, win, confetti.
I'll just
Go like this.
Oh, I'm in AIDS again?
There you go.
That just can't be.
so Where is Carl Jr.?
In this place again.
Oh.
He's trying to get some loving tonight.
Yeah.
Where the honky tonk is everybody?
I don't know.
Did you see that what I did there? By saying honky?
Yeah, that was
honky
so
tonk.
funny. That was so funny.
Yes, house lights on. The way it is looks good.
Ow, 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 ow. Everything hurts.
Not here.
What's hurting?
My arms mainly.
He's got a huge cock that he lifts every day.
You wanna see? You wanna see?
We'll pass on that. Or piss on that, whatever.
Look, check him
Here-
out,
here
man.
we
Look
go.
at the size of that thing.
There we go.
Pointed too, man. Got it all sharpened up.
I had surgery to enhance it.
It
You
makes
know?
it easier to get it in there and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Who
Definitely.
doesn't have surgery like that?
Might
Yeah,
hurt
that's
a
a
little
kid.
bit. Might hurt a
Yeah.
little
That's a
Danger.
Let
child.
me guess.
I mean, holy shit.
Oh, I wonder if. Oh, let's see here. Who's around that I can invite? Almost everybody, unfortunately, is Dale has his podcast tonight too.
Oh,
That 70s podcast, yeah.
well, that sucks. Done.
Oh, Emmy, come here. Got a problem over there with your poster.
Oh.
I didn't do that.
Wink.
I would have grabbed the pencil and do that.
Are you from Texas? Wait.
No.
Okay. You're from England. Okay.
South Carolina.
No?
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I'm just shooting. Just trying to be friendly.
No, it's fine. No. Absolutely not from anyone.
So sorry.
It's okay. No, I mean, it's fine. Where are you from?
I'm from Virginia, but I live in Texas.
Hey, good.
I'm from Cowboys, right?
Right.
School shootings, all right.
Jesus.
Oh, don't worry. There hasn't been one in 3 days. We're
Yeah,
Wow.
that's true.
It's summer.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
good. I was wondering why the school shootings went down.
yeah.
That's a damn funny joke. You should use that, Dave.
How could I do that where I'm the only one saying it? That was a comeback to someone else saying it.
I don't know, you know. Be a comedian. Make things happen.
I'm not a comedian.
So where are these Texan comedians?
There's
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. We're in a bit of a stall mode. So what I was going to do is I was going to see if you guys had any questions about the origins of the Texas 3, or what it's like doing comedy in Texas, or any
got a
questions about
question.
Texas.
Yeah, all of the above.
Okay.
All of the above.
King Nothing had one first. I'll get you next, Polly. What's
Tell
up?
me why there's a gap in the sign. It bothers me.
Oh, I know. In the horseshoe.
You know,
It's
I
not a
think
solid horseshoe.
I think
It's a
that's
good question,
because this represents the gap. No, I'll have an explanation. This is the gap in public funding for Texas education and their arts programs.
That's what the government
So-
is telling
There you
me.
go, I guess.
Yeah,
I think it was a
this
bigger
is like
conspiracy.
if this mount was here, Tiger would know how to draw a full horseshoe, but this isn't here, so he doesn't know how to draw. But Tiger, I believe Tiger designed this.
I think
just
it's
early
a
on, we were
conspiracy.
kinda hanging out.
He's trying to.
It probably does mean
Generate.
something way deeper than that, and we can ask him if he ever shows up. Polly, you said you had a question?
Yeah, I got a question. It's just about the podcast as a whole. Where's all the food?
Yep.
Bro? I'm trying to get some food. Not gonna lie.
Podcast,
For all the
not
food?
buffet.
Yeah, this ain't
I
no
know,
buffet.
but like, it's in here. Come on.
That's a good
I'm trying to
question.
get
That's a
food.
good question.
Where's all the food? Where's
Yeah,
all the,
where's
you
all the
couldn't you
food?
couldn't eat it even if you had the food.
I don't care. I just like looking at it.
Yeah.
You just like, well, I have coffee. I mean,
It's
that's
appeasing.
that's
It's appeasing.
see someday when you're what's up?
If we were gonna get some food on the stage, what would be your choice of a food that you would have? On the
Tacos.
stage?
It's Texas.
Queso,
Tacos.
dude.
Like barbecue
No,
or something?
but
Breakfast
chips,
tacos.
chips and queso.
Chips
Jack
and
is
queso.
my
Yeah,
favorite
Leave the
Mexican
Mexicans
house.
in Mexico, but let their food through. That's the Texas way.
I got it, Simon. We're good. So actually, Austin is the king of barbecue now. We have Franklin's Barbecue. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. Dude,
I'm not from Texas.
5-hour line. 5-hour line, and no bullshit. It's there like it's there on a Tuesday. It's the weirdest shit, and people wait for it. And he didn't even make. I got a buddy that works there, and he doesn't even actually make money on the brisket. He makes money on the sides. Where's real James Bond going? Real James Bond. He looked very Texan. Are you from
make any
Texas?
jokes about Dealey Plaza?
I would, but I wouldn't make me a straight shooter.
Very good.
That must be a Texas joke.
That was just off the top
I'm
of
not.
my head. That's where JFK got assassinated. How many CIA agents does it take to assassinate a president?
0.
It takes 3. It takes 1 in the book depository, 1 behind the hedge, and the other one to kill the guy in the book depository. That's a deep joke, and I just made that up just for this guy right here. I like this. He didn't even know that our podcast is conspiracy based. All right, any more questions about Texas, stand-up comedy in general? Why our other 2 co-hosts are not here yet?
Yeah, why are they? Why are they not here?
So Drew is in Oklahoma for a show, and he's trying to get back to his headset, but he was literally on an Indian reservation with no Wi-Fi and no cell phone zone. So he's driving on his way back. And then Tiger has what we like to call a job. I don't have one of those, so I don't know what that's like. But he's on supposedly he's on his way back from his job. If not, I'm prepared to host this entire show. I got plenty of material. I got plenty of stuff to talk about. I don't want to blow out anything early.
Hey,
I will talk
you're from
about stuff that
Texas.
I like to
You
talk
could go
about.
up there and help out.
Yeah, you got Gary. Well, we could talk
No
to.
way.
Okay.
I'm from
Any more
Florida,
questions before I just start talking about bullshit? Because I have all sorts of bullshit that's not Texas 3 related. Okay, Polly, you're gonna be the question guy. What you got?
So what's your opinion on Florida? Like, it's
What's
pretty
my
similar to
opinion on
Texas.
Florida? So
Like, all the
I do have to
guns,
say,
crazy people.
so when you ask a question, generally you wait for the person to answer before you just keep talking over them.
Also,
that
Jack,
must be
also, Jack,
that-
I don't
that's a very Florida thing to do, I will say. So my opinion on Florida, I will say I'm very lucky that I grew up going to Destin when I was a kid. My grandpa had a condo in Destin, and that version of Florida is amazing. Now you drive an hour inland anywhere in Florida, and I'm not such a fan. Not such a fan. What? Let's poll the audience. Yes. Okay. Do you like Florida? Raise your hand.
I find it all right sometimes. It's interesting.
We got about 20%. Yeah. I mean,
would you
it's
rather,
beautiful place.
Florida didn't exist? You know, doesn't it belong? Shouldn't it exist?
Yeah.
I actually.
Yes, I would.
I have a joke about Florida. Do you guys remember
What is
years ago a giant tower fell in Florida? Do you guys remember a tower fell in Florida and like 100 people died?
Yes.
Yeah.
No? You see, it's so fucked up. We have so many tragedies in America nobody remembers. But about 2 years ago, an entire entire tower just fell in the middle of nowhere and killed 100 people. And it was really sad. They were digging through the rubble. They just kept finding more rubble. Barney rubble, Betty rubble. What other jokes do I have about that? You know who's the one person who is super excited about the condo collapse in Florida? Matt Gaetz, the politician. No longer the biggest pile of shit from Florida. It's the condo. That's it. There's all these jokes about meth heads in Florida. They're always talking about meth heads in Florida, meth heads in Florida. Who should have known? They should have been looking for the cracks. Hit it like a building, just a crack in the building. What else? Okay, this one, I'm going to edit this out of my own podcast, but why do rich people move from New York to Florida?
Oh,
Their towers fall in warmer weather. That's a 9/11 and a Florida joke all in one. That was the minute. I cannot believe I haven't said that joke in like fucking 18 months. I can't believe there was even one more part to it, but I remember there's 5 parts to it. That's pretty good, right?
September.
What do you think of Florida, Polly?
Like today, I walked outside to go get the mail, and I walked back in, and I was drenched in sweat. So.
Oh yeah, you want to play this game? How hot was it in your town today?
It was actually 98 degrees.
It was 105. It was 105 in my town,
Yeah,
and it was
hotter,
felt
yeah.
like 115 today.
Yeah, but like it's not the heat, it's not the temperature. It's the problem. It's
Yeah,
the
we got 80% humidity. Yeah, don't get on me on that. I can. You heard the felt like, right? The felt like 115.
Oh,
And I'm an
Like-
Uber driver, so I was just like dying.
like a hot
It was lots of
pocket.
fun.
It's
Okay,
like a
any more
hot
questions
pocket
about
that you take
Texas
out
or
the
comedy?
microwave.
You said you wanted to do comedy. I figured you'd have we have the arrival of the Texas second, and I am so ecstatic to have him here. So that I don't have to talk to you fine people anymore.
What's
I'm
up,
way
guys?
up here. There we go. Tiger
What
Louise is here.
Going on, dude?
So is it him
You
that
wanna
we
pound
got
that
to
real
talk to
quick?
about the
Oh, shit.
Texas 3 conspiracy?
Getting left hanging is crazy.
Well, so we have a show prepared for you guys. Let's start out with welcome to the Texas 3 podcast. We got Tiger Ruiz.
And then Fat Drew Blues. Oh,
Yes,
not here.
he's very skinny today. I'm Jack Schutze. We are. Do you want to try and do it? We used to do it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna fuck it up, but yeah.
1, 2, 3. We are the
The
Texas 3.
Fuck it. All right.
All right. We usually do that like 5 times, but we ain't
okay.
doing that shit today.
Nope.
But look, we got our own coffee cups. Look.
Oh shit, we got coffee cups now?
And he took away Drew's coffee cup, which I actually kind of love. I think that's
Oh,
fucking
I love
hilarious.
that shit. Okay.
He should
Yeah,
be
Tiger
here.
just got in here. What you got, Simon?
He should be
What's up?
here if he wants a coffee cup. That's fine.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, touche.
Good call,
touche.
Simon. Good.
He's
That's why
busy.
that's why he's the boss, and I have an empty fucking coffee cup.
Yeah,
sorry,
it's true.
Jack.
There's
I didn't mean
nothing
to
in
interrupt
there.
you. I apologize. Please go.
No, you're golden. He asked us if we wanted food. I told him chips
No,
and
it's all good.
queso.
No, coffee cup's great, bro. Thank you.
What would you, if you wanted food on the table? What would you put there, Tiger?
Chicken tikka marsala. Ooh, yeah.
Man, that actually sounds delicious.
By the way, guys, I'm Mexican.
He is. Yes, he's not Indian.
Yeah, I had no idea.
We're basically the same thing, though.
Yeah.
They're just Indian Mexicans.
So Drew is not here because he is scalping an Indian, I believe, is what he said.
Oh,
on the,
shit.
He said he's on his way, though. He said once he's
Okay.
done, he's gonna have a scalp and he's gonna jump into VR.
How are you on your way to the metaverse? You know what I mean?
Yeah, technically, the metaverse is everywhere. What would be funny is if he took his headset there and logged in and showed him the metaverse.
Dude,
and
I've
was like,
actually
"What?
I've
you're
seen
missing
Drew
out."
doing his thing, like in this car. Have you seen him? Like
Oh,
I've seen
for
him.
the-
Yeah, I've seen him do it. It looks so stupid. You look stupid. Like you look like an idiot. You like picture somebody in a car with with the goggles on and like it's insane, man. Oh my gosh, he looked like a moron.
And it's technically kind of unsafe. He's not driving or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But generally, when he's at Upstage, Upstage is a great club, but all the businesses around it are closed. So
Oh, yeah.
it's a fucking sketch parking lot. To not have
It
your eyes covered and just be like in your car, it's fucking bold.
It's right next to those apartment buildings where you know they're apartment buildings, but you're just afraid to pass by. You know what I mean?
That's where I used to live, man, back in the day.
Back in the day. So what's going on, guys? I've missed like 2 episodes. Shit, I haven't been here in a while. So
You didn't have to tell them that. These are all new people. They didn't know, they
oh
didn't have
crap!
no idea.
These are all new people. Oh, okay.
He's been
Well,
here
that
every
never
time.
happened.
What's funny is the last episode, I started talking about my arrest history, and out of nowhere, the audio got
gosh.
corrupt, and I'm like, thank God. That one is not coming out. That last one is not.
How do you
coming out.
have
Have you
an
ever been
arrest
arrested?
history? No, I was gonna say, how do you have an arrest history and I don't? I'm just a better criminal.
That's what Drew said too. He said he's never been caught. He says he's never been caught. You know.
Yeah, I shut off the power to the entire school when I was in elementary, and the elementary and the middle school were both connected. So the power, like the power switch on the side of the building, somebody broke the lock and I didn't know about it. So I was just pulling it up and down and up and down and up and down. And apparently the like a security came out, the cop came out, and like it's a freaking 12-year-old kid standing there, and he's just like, "Are you shutting off the power to the entire school?" And I said, "No, I didn't know what he was talking about." And then when he left, and he came back, and he comes back to me just doing it up and down and up and down. I got busted. So yeah, the entire school lost power. People who had like referrals for being bad, they got erased that day. It was amazing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, that would be a terrorist threat these days. Like you would have gone to jail for like 5 years, even as a kid in Texas.
Yeah, that was fun though. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know what I was doing.
That's nice. Okay, so I think a big part of me getting caught was I hated boring people, so I always made friends with all the bad kids, and it always got me labeled a bad kid. So it was like they're always looking my direction. Yeah, I got blamed for stuff I didn't do all the time. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about current events, all things comedy, and all sorts of fun things. Yeah, cheers on that one here.
Fucking A. Your cup went through my cup, so we technically had sex.
So I want to talk about, since we're talking about arrested, cocaine at the White House.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah. My bad. I visited. That was my bad. Last week I was out of town.
I'm conflicted about it because, like, I kind of wish Joe Biden was doing a little cocaine. I think he'd be a better president if he was on that white lady, you know?
Yeah. I think, I wouldn't put it past him. You know what I mean? He probably bought it from his son.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Definitely bought it from his son.
Have you seen the laptop videos of Joe Biden's son?
The laptop videos?
Yeah, like the whole how they're like Biden's laptop.
Yeah. So what's the deal? Man. Here's the thing. I can't anymore. Anyway, I can't differentiate between what people are bringing to the table that's legit and what's just talking out of their ass because they want to, defame somebody.
He definitely is smoking crack with prostitutes on there.
Okay,
and I didn't want to talk about anything political. I just
me neither. But
awesome.
I'm sincerely curious. Like, yeah, I'm sincerely curious. So, like, I don't know if that laptop shit was real or not. If it was real, holy shit.
Oh, it's real. It's real. So whether or not he actually dropped a laptop off or someone hacked his laptop and then copied it and then planted that, whatever it is, a lot of what's on there has been at least verified by outside sources that it's
he was
real
probably
material.
high.
And it's his face and his.
Hey, what's up?
He's never denied. Here's the thing: he's never denied the smoking crack or being with prostitutes.
Good, huh?
He's fighting back and saying that they shouldn't have shared it because it was private information, which is admitting it's real. If
That's
you're saying
like me. That's like my wife busting me watching porn, and I'm like, "You shouldn't have walked in." Shut the door.
Yeah, I just like the idea of it's not the first time drugs have been in the White House. Like Willie Nelson smoked weed with Jimmy Carter's son on the top of the White House. I don't know if you guys know
he
this.
did?
Yeah,
is that a real story?
Totally. Willie's confirmed it. I think even Jimmy Carter said that he's heard about it. But back in the day, who's gonna tell Willie he can't smoke though? I mean,
my grandma.
She doesn't watch this, does she?
No, she'd be like, pass it.
You know what's funny is my mom is growing up. My mom would bust our balls for smoking weed so bad, dude. She would not only would she bust us, she would call all my friends' parents and like be like, "Your kids are smoking weed," and their parents would be like, "We don't fucking care." Like, but now my mom is 71 and she smokes hella weed. Like she gets higher than I do, and she busts my balls. When we visited her in Europe, she made me bring over gummies. I was like, my own mom made me a drug mule.
What the fuck? Yeah, I can't picture my mom being like, "Hey son, bring me gummies."
Dude, they're bold. They're old. So the thing about being old is like no one's going to suspect them. And the dogs are bomb dogs. They're not. You can't train a dog to be a bomb dog and a drug dog. It doesn't work like that. They're all bomb and weapon dogs. So
give me a week, I'll have it done.
Yeah, you'll find all
bomb dogs.
It would be the bomb.
The bomb.
That's a
the bomb.
But they would vacuum seal and take over like quarter ounces of dank, and I was just like, Mom, I wouldn't do that. I don't know what the fuck you're, but I think they're just like, fuck it, we're old. Like, what are they gonna do?
The next step, she's gonna be like, "Hey, can you give me some DMT, son?" Holy shit.
That's, you say that. You say that. They've done ayahuasca trips, and they're they just started doing.
That's amazing.
Them. Yeah. Oh, we've talked about this before. We talked about
what if your mom, like after the ayahuasca trip, she was like, "I realized, son, that you should have never been born." What if it was like that deep?
It was more awkward. My family invited me, and I was like, you know what, I'm good on that. Maybe next time. And they did a whole like guided meditation.
Yeah.
And at one point, my mom goes, I just want to be held. Can we take turns, and like everyone for like a couple minutes will come just like give me a hug? And I was just like, oh my God, like I'm fine doing that. That's my mom. But it was like some people that weren't even related to us. Just like, I just want to be held.
We're hugging. That's nice. I like that. I want to hug random people.
Oh, my mom is open.
Hey, Damien boy, come here. That's cool, dude. Oh, we got more people up there. Yeah.
Docking.
The kids call this
docking. I like that. Fuck yeah. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Bro.
Docking. No, I completely stole that from Deadpool.
Oh, you didn't have to admit that. We would have thought it was original.
That's still funny though. I like it. Good callback.
So Tiger was going to. Do you want to talk about the El Shapo El Shifter thing that you wanted to
Dude, what the? Okay, I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to. I want to make sure because I all right. I'm gonna get excited. Okay. So have y'all? So all right. So have y'all heard about what happened at the Dallas Fort Worth Airport? Has anybody heard about the Dallas Fort Worth Airport?
Oh, I heard something.
Okay. If you haven't heard it, just a quick little review on it. This girl who was apparently completely sober was having a conversation with a guy in a green hoodie. And all of a sudden, the conversation became intense and erratic, but only on her side, not the guy in the green hoodie. And there's a video of her on the airplane basically making an announcement to everybody on the plane, like, listen, I need to get...
Oh, yeah.
Watch, listen. She's like, listen, I need to get off this plane. She's like, if you want to stay in here and die with this guy, y'all go ahead, but I need to get off. She didn't even want to take her shit. She left her stuff. She was like, just get me off the plane. Now, here's the thing. There was a second video made. The second video was of a guy who was 3 rows back on the left side of the plane. Now, he admits to having one headphone on, and he was listening to a Stephen King novel. But he did remember hearing the girl and the guy talking, you know, like the way you hear everybody talking in an airport. You know, it's kind of chaotic. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing, but you're aware of what's going on. He was aware that this lady was putting her bags away, talking to the guy in the green hoodie. And it was a full-blown conversation. What he does remember is during the conversation that he was subtly hearing, it was only her talking, not him. The entire time he said he was just kind of just staring at her. She was talking, answering questions, giving statements, but nothing was coming out of his mouth. Wow. That's what he remembers. Now, she becomes erratic. She gets off the plane. At this point, you know, the stewardess, they're trying to find out what's going on. After she exits the plane, the guy in the green hoodie kind of like looks around, like he's looking around at everybody looking at him. And he looks at the guy who made the video on the third seat to the back. And the guy said that as he looked around, that he looked at him and kind of winked his eye. And he thought that what he was getting from that was like, holy shit, like that was weird. Like, what the fuck just happened? But in retrospect, he realized that when the guy winked, he didn't wink up and down. He winked side to side.
Okay.
So that's what happened. Now, that's a crazy story in itself. I can't prove or you know what I mean? I'm like 50-50 on that, because I would like to see his ticket. Like it would have been nice to actually seen his ticket at least. But he claimed to have tried to, you know, he's trying to keep everything condensed because it's only a 3-minute video. So he's trying to just give you everything. And he seems pretty sincere. I don't know. But what got me was last thing. What got me was the third video. The third video, the stewardess is like literally standing over him, and over the overhead compartment. And the dude, like, he doesn't even care. Like, you can't
It's
see
like
his
tunnel
mouth.
vision into nothing. He was
Yeah,
just
like,
staring into
he
nothing.
just-
It was real creepy.
It was weird. Like nothing was going on. And on top of that, even the guy in the second video said that the entire time this girl was acting erratic, saying like, you're not real, you're not real, you're not a real person or whatever. He wasn't even defending her. Like, he wasn't defending himself. His eyes were locked in on her the entire time. And the longer he stared, the more erratic she became.
Okay, so what is
yeah.
the shapeshifter part of this? That's what I was going to ask, because
I don't know,
I was
dude. I
super
don't fucking
confused why
know.
so they said shapeshifter.
Well, it's
and
his
he sent me
eyes.
this video.
His eyes blinked. His eyes blinked like this, not like this.
Okay, so they're
yeah.
saying that he can some sort of ability that's not normal, right?
Yes, it's something weird with his eyes. That the guy, he winked at him, but the wink wasn't up and down. It was from side to side, from the sides.
So some background to this. Hold on just 1 second. Some background to this. Tiger, we were talking about this for pre-show, and Tiger sent me the links to the video. And one of the links says shapeshifter, and I didn't know what I was supposed to be looking for. So I'm watching this super erratic lady, right?
That was
and then I
clickbait,
noticed
yeah.
no, it's good. I wasn't gonna bust your balls, dude. I was watching it. I'm watching this super erratic lady, but I'm looking for a shapeshifter, and then I see like a Hispanic flight attendant walk out of the frame, and then a black lady comes back, and I was like, "Holy shit, she changed into a black lady!" I'm serious, dude. I'm totally serious. I was like, "Oh man, this is crazy. I hope so." And then they're like, another angle of the shapeshifter, and I'm like, "Someone's gonna show this lady turn into a black lady."
Oh, man.
And then we talked about it later, and I was like,
She went to a hard
my
life to a
imagination
harder
was way
life.
better than the actual. It was fucking brutal.
Bro, this
But that's
changed it.
weird. I mean, it's weird that like. Okay, hold on. What was it? Wind Magic had a question. What'd you
Yeah,
want
go
on?
ahead, Wind
I
Magic.
have a question. Okay, so the guy that saw him wink, he remembered afterwards that
Like-
he saw his eyelids
Yeah,
went this way.
he said that it was.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
If somebody fucking winked at me and their eyelids went like this, I don't think that's something that would be like, oh yeah,
Facts?
I think
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
True.
dude, what the fuck is wrong with your eye?
Yeah,
Well, that's how the lady was. That's how the lady was acting.
Yeah.
that's
That's how
before
she
all
was
this.
acting.
She was like,
But-
"I got to
yeah.
get off the plane." She kept saying, "I got to get. I have to go." And they're like, "What's wrong?" She's like, "You guys have no idea. I have to get off this fucking plane."
She was
right
fucking
now."
scared, dude.
So
They're
do
saying
you
she was
think
drunk. She
that
wasn't
he
drunk.
had some kind of like mind control that he was using on people so they wouldn't actually
It looks like it.
notice, and then
sounds like it. It sounds like it.
afterward, they kind of remember it because the cloud kind of the fog kind of
Well, no, it was him. So his side of the story, I could understand because he admits that he was vaguely paying attention, but he said that everything it was so chaotic that when the guy looked back to wink at him, it didn't like click that it was. I guess for him, everything. He had one earbud on. He had the Stephen King going in his ear. You know what I mean? Like this chick, she's making this announcement. She leaves, and then he looks back and he does that. Like the way he did. The way I mean. If you watch the video, you'll understand where, I guess if you hear him tell his side, maybe you understand where he's coming from. I'm with you. If I were to see that wink like that, I would have been like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I mean that would register.
Yeah.
Even if I was in a fog,
Yeah.
not really paying attention and something.
I would have been
somebody
like, get me
winks
off
at
this
me
fucking
and
plane.
Their eyelids go the wrong
Well,
fucking way.
This is
I'd
a good
be like,
opportunity.
what the hell?
We can put it on the Unknown Theater
Put it on
Discord, and
yeah.
We'll do it.
text
And we'll talk
us
about
in
it. We'll
chat.
pray about it.
And
We'll have
then,
a group talk.
The crazy ironic thing is the Stephen King book he was listening to was like lizard people with sideways eyes.
No
that's
shit,
totally
right?
ironic.
That's basically right.
Non-coincidental.
The book he was listening to was This Plane's Going Down. He was like, what? Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start. You know, that's what I
Lyrics.
should do, Tiger. Actually, I should. If you're comfortable, the videos you send me, I should just post them in the Discord.
Post
and,
them,
like,
dude. Post
fuck
them. You
yeah.
know what?
So-
That'll be actually good. We should. Sorry, guys. We're gonna have a quick team meeting, real quick. We should post them on the Discord. All right, fuck these guys. We should post them. I'm just kidding.
And then I'll tell them that they have a say in what we talk about, but then
And
we'll
they really
never
don't.
talk about
They
what
really
they
don't.
say.
They really
Okay.
don't.
Okay, meeting
All
over.
right.
Good.
Boom. All right.
Nice.
All right,
All right,
guys.
so back
So,
to
we're
the
gonna
show.
post them in
Back
the
to the show.
Discord. Your opinions matter.
We did bring up one King Nut. Someone brought up the core of the moon or something. We did bring up core of the Earth.
Oh,
or something.
core of the
we did
Earth.
bring up one of
Yes. Who believes in hollow Earth theory?
those. Oh God.
There we go. Okay, come on, King.
Real James Bond. You seem like
Real
a hollow
No,
Earth
no,
guy.
no.
No.
I don't.
Hey, no.
I think when you guys hear hollow Earth, you think like a gigantic hole in the center of the Earth. I don't think it's like that. I do think there's pockets in the Earth crust that have underground civilizations, but I don't think the Earth is literally hollow.
Do you think that the aliens, like, there's a theory that the aliens live in the hollow part of the Earth?
I think they live in Antarctica or in the ocean.
Oh, we didn't talk about this, but there was a mass sighting this week. It
Where?
went all the way from Georgia to Virginia.
What?
Where it was, yeah, dude. I got it.
How did I not hear this shit? What?
So what it started out is on the Reddit UFO thread. This guy goes like, "Hey, people share videos, but they also report stuff they saw." And he's like, "I've always been kind of skeptical, but I saw a fucking UFO tonight with my wife." And he goes, "They were driving and they pulled over, and they saw like weird dots, which like that's pretty common. But then they lined up into a triangle, and then he was like." There was one light must have been on the other side because it lit up and you could see a structure of a triangle. And then they kind of went into a line and darted off at a crazy pace. Now, just one person's account, that's one thing. People were like, "Hey, I'm in Georgia. I saw the same thing 15 minutes ago, headed northeast."
Oh shit!
And pictures, video
Beautiful.
of this fucking crazy. And it was the same thing. It was like it kept shifting from like a line of dots that kind of looked similar to the satellites that Elon. It looked similar to, not Starlink, or what the fuck is the name of the satellite? So Elon has satellites in the
Yeah.
It looked similar to that, but it was two lines of them, and it looked thick, like it looked like the side
Yeah.
of like a flat surface or something. But
That's crazy.
yeah, we'll throw that in the chat too.
It's gonna be freaking hilarious if we find out like 10 years from now that it was Elon Musk the entire time just fucking around in his basement.
it would make more
Right.
sense than a lot of the
Right.
theories.
It's just Elon sitting in a fucking lazy boy with the remote control, just fucking playing with drones.
Oh, dude, speaking of Elon, so are you going to get on Threads?
Threads?
You don't even know. You've been abducted by an alien for the last
Bro,
week.
I've been busy, man. I have been
So
crazy
do
busy.
you know what Threads is?
Fill me in, bro. Fill me the fuck
Okay.
in.
So, for years, Mark Zuckerberg has said that he wanted to start a Twitter competitor. But the issue is Twitter had such big buy-in that he didn't want to start it and then fail.
Yeah.
So in the background, they've been working on it. And initially, they were going to try and build it into Instagram. And they realized that it doesn't structurally work because how Twitter works is a comment can become as popular as the post.
Yeah.
And so you need that ability to where like they call it independence or third party or something. Well,
Yeah.
they've been working on this the whole time in the background. And with all the shit Elon's doing to Twitter with the limitations, they fucking launched a Twitter competitor this week called Threads. And it had fucking like 100 million people have already downloaded it
What?
in 1 week.
I gotta check this out.
I'm
That's
just
cool,
frustrated because as a stand-up comic, I thought I just wanted to be funny and like write jokes and go to mics. And then they're like, "Oh, you got to be on TikTok, you got to be on Instagram." This
I hate
is
it.
one more fucking thing that it's like I
Yeah.
saw people were already on Threads, and I'm like, "Dude, I got to get on Threads." Anybody on Threads out there? You guys seem like, see, that's fucking crazy.
But
I need to step up,
I've
man.
had a Twitter account since Twitter started, but I think Twitter's a phenomenal waste of time and don't use it. But I think Threads is going to work.
Nice.
Did your friends follow you over from Instagram?
Yes. I call
They
them
did. So
friends.
it gives you the option to. It's connected to Instagram, so you can invite your friends directly over, so you don't start from scratch on it. Which is like a kind of a genius built-in. Couple million people. When Magic, did your friends follow you over on Threads?
Some of them.
Some of them. Oh, you murdered the rest of them.
Mostly, yeah.
She drew a line in the sand. She was like, "Come or we're done."
Okay. Polly, are you unmuted?
that's
I think you're
funny.
probably muted.
No, I'm not muted. I'm just like.
What you got?
So, have you heard about how the Pentagon said that there might be an alien mothership sending probes?
Oh yeah,
Oh, damn. All right.
Bro, why is no one talking about that? Like, literally,
Dude,
it's like the Pentagon.
that's amazing.
Said that.
that's true. That's
Like,
true. I heard about that, dude. They really did. The Pentagon really did. Like that was weird. Even for me, someone who would be like excited about that, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, they're saying they're doing the slow leak for an eventual disclosure, but they said if they did it all at once, our heads would explode. So they're
What?
like,
If, okay, so what
they're
is this?
slowly-
What if here's the other side of that coin? What if they're seriously just fucking with us to give us a reason to be afraid, to be like, we need to up taxes because this fucking mothership's coming,
I'd believe it.
right?
Well, I
Doesn't that make perfect sense?
I would so believe that.
But like, I don't have to pay taxes, so I'll be fine.
Kiss my ass, kid.
Yeah, he will eventually. Yeah. He's from Florida. He's gonna get eaten by a gator before
Oh
he
my
turns 18,
gosh.
so that's fine. He'll be
I
fine.
might be eating a
Okay.
gator, bro. I'll eat a gator, bro. Look at me.
All right.
Me too, bro.
Calm down,
I like
Polly.
this kid. No, I like this kid. He's a good kid. Cheers, man.
I know
What
we
if?
let him in, as a personal. You're a test.
Yeah.
You're a test. You have no idea how responsible your position is right now.
Yes.
Right on. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
13.
Okay, dude. Don't repeat any of this shit.
I should not.
There was some
I
guy
just
asking
realized
me
we
what
need to
school I
get
went
him
to.
out of here because I just want to be funny and talk about masturbating and shit. And I'm not looking at him,
Hey,
so I'm not
well,
talking to him
well,
directly.
there's technically, listen, there is a warning when you come in that it's 18 and older, adults only. All right? We do give that warning, right? So if
Polly
somebody
has
comes
special
in.
permission.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right, Paulie.
Okay, we're not going to talk about anything gross. I'll make sure we keep the
No
topics-
gross stuff.
Keep the
All right.
topics clean.
So anyway, I was choking this hooker. I'm just kidding.
Hey, we don't need to talk about Drew's mom on the podcast. Okay,
Oh my gosh. She is
that's not
expensive.
what you. That's what you get when you don't show up on time, man. You get to be the butt of all the fucking jokes. What's gonna be really interesting if he shows up because we're not gonna go back through all this shit. We're gonna have to.
No, we're having
not start
fun,
over
dude.
from scratch. But
This train
but
has
ask about
left
the
the
reservation.
station, and the dancers are already dancing. Let's do this.
That's true. That's true. We talked
But also,
about cocaine in the White House. We talked about
hey,
shape
well-
shit. What you got?
what about the freaking the Las Vegas alien? Remember that one?
The one that just kind of disappeared. The one with the was looking between the fence or whatever.
Yeah, and like,
zoomed
and
off.
the kids who did that 911 call, he ended up going on Twitter or Instagram making a video, and he was actually saying like, dude, it's amazing how I told the truth, and I'm listening to all these news networks, and it's nothing to what I've said to them. Like they're twisting the story. They're saying that the CIA has taken us. He goes, it's not. He goes, FBI came. He confirmed a lot of stuff, man. But he also said a lot of the shit that the media was saying was bullshit.
Amen.
So like,
I mean,
so that was
we all know,
that was
we
awesome.
all know where that's going. I mean,
Yeah.
this actually leads into the. I'm glad you brought that up. The Tucker Tate thing.
Oh
Tucker
yes.
Carlson and Andrew
Fill-
Tate had an interview that got released
fill me in on
today.
that.
God.
So it was very. Hey, you know me, King Nothing. I try and be the logical approach to this. I will give you the goods and the bads. Do y'all know who Andrew Tate is? First of all, that's kind of important.
Of course I
You guys know who
do.
Andrew Tate is.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Be a man.
So he's been telling people that Americans and British people, especially boys, need to be more adults and they need to be men, and that society's cruel, and you got to work out and you got to like kick ass so you can get a woman, and it's a very like old school thing. And he's been in Romania hanging out, and they arrested him for trafficking and then a rape charge recently.
Again, like recently?
And well, not recently. Well, they put him out on house arrest, and they clarified what charges they were charging him with. Because at first they were like they think they're going to, but it's kind of moving along.
Okay,
And
but he
Tucker
was in
Carlson-
prison, right?
Yes, but he's back at his house, and Tucker
Okay.
Carlson's got kicked off Fox, so he's been doing a show on Twitter. And the show's been it started out really strong, and it's going worse and worse and worse. So he went over to Romania to Andrew Tate's house to interview him. And there's good messages and bad messages. I'll give you like the synopsis of at least the first 2/3.
Fucking synopsis. I'm just kidding.
It's a long interview, first of all. But what they keep bringing up is that like all of the case itself is fake, and it's to silence him because the type of men he's telling everyone to be would question reality and do exactly what we're talking about right now, where it's like, what's the media doing? What's the government? Are they lying to us? Whereas a passive man that's been told, just shut up, women are awesome, don't express your masculinity, that they would never question anything. And so it's a giant conspiracy to silence them. Now, my one big issue with the entire interview is that they spent the first like 20, 30 minutes saying, hey, the trafficking charge is me convincing two girls to go on TikTok and me supposedly taking their money. And they keep saying that over and over again. And then Carlson himself goes out of his way to be like, oh, I thought it was like a sexual violence thing. I bet everyone else does that. And they talk about it for like 30 or 40 minutes.
What?
And then I look it up. And there's also a rape charge. And they're just completely like pretend like that didn't. And they're laughing. They're like, oh, isn't that crazy? Ha ha ha. And that's what bothers me with the interview. The message Andrew Tate has to say, you can take it or leave it, whatever. I'm in the middle of the run. I don't have hard opinions on his stand. The fact that they're openly like, there was nothing bad. It's all a conspiracy. And then just leaving out 1/3 of the charges, to me, that's kind of fucked up. And
No, what happened was, I'm pretty sure they dropped the rape charge because there was like, no one just came out and said anything.
Are you pretty sure, or are you sure?
I'm sure, because I saw they did some other interview and they were like, oh yeah, the rape charge that got dropped and something like that, and they're talking about it. So.
As of a couple days ago, it's on the internet that it didn't. So, but they pretended like it had nothing and there was no falsified. And so, like I said, that's what bothered me. He didn't even say, oh, I was charged with rape and they took it away. He was like, it's all about TikTok and some girl. And I was just like, oh man, like you're not even gonna, talk about. And then not only that, there's his brother's involved in 2 other women, and they just completely just pretended like, oh, it's all
Literally.
But anyway, be a man, work out, and get women, get money, because you need money for women, and you got to be a man. That's his stance, right?
Breathe air.
He probably has herpes.
But I thought more people saw the interview. Now I feel like a jackass for bringing it up.
No, you're good, dude. You know what? I like your voice, and I enjoyed
It's
it.
manly.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Well, everybody check it out yourself. It'll be the most views. I know why Tucker Carlson did it. It'll be the most viewed video he's done since he's been on Fox. So it's pretty clear. And
he has a high voice. He's like, oh my god, like he gets all
he's
crazy.
Still pissed off that he got put down by Jon Stewart.
Oh yeah, he is.
That was good. Yeah,
that was beautiful.
It was odd that he had his high voice and he kept laughing at stuff, and I'm like, you guys are talking about really fucked up shit. Oh, Andrew Tate said there's no good guys or bad guys in war. There's never like, oh, they're bad and they're crazy and they're good and they're for freedom. And then Tucker Carlson goes, who is the guy who was in charge of England during World War II? Churchill. He was like, oh yeah, just like Hitler and Churchill. And I'm like, no, Hitler was bad, Churchill was good. It's not just like Hitler and Churchill. Like, come on. But it was a very.
He was kind of good. They were both bad in their own way.
Well, have you heard about his regiment? Like, supposedly Churchill would get up and it'd be like he'd have like a fucking cognac for breakfast.
Oh,
he'd get up late. He would like go and like take a dip in a river, and then like come back and drink more. And he basically worked like a 6-hour chunk in the middle of the day, and the rest of the entire day was just getting fucking shit faced.
Did you hear about Benjamin Franklin? How they found body parts in his fucking home in England?
What?
How have y'all not heard this? Who said that? Y'all haven't heard that?
He doesn't even know who Benjamin Franklin is. He's from Florida, dude. They don't shit.
Okay,
dude.
so Benjamin, so they found a door in a wall that led to the ground of the house, and in that were 16 different types of remains of children.
What the fuck?
Yeah, in Benjamin Franklin's fucking house.
He's not making this one up.
That's a fact. You can Google that shit. It's insane.
What the fuck? Were they young, like infants?
4, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8. You fucking name it. I think the oldest one was like 12 or 13, but some of them were pretty young.
Jesus, he was.
Have you heard their
total
explanation for it?
I wonder if they were like all his kids or something.
Well, remember he was a scientist also. He was
Yeah.
a scientist also, so he probably chopped people up and fucking opened them up and tried to learn stuff. It could have been back in the day. That's what he was doing. Maybe they were cadavers, but it's a coincidence that they were all kids. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of weird. That's weird.
That was the explanation I read, was that they that him and a bunch of scientist buddies were like had a society where they, at the time, it wasn't allowed to, you weren't allowed to operate on or like dissect dead people essentially.
Yeah.
So they're supposedly getting
It was
cadavers
barbaric, considered barbaric.
and then dissecting them and all, like standing around like, oh, look at this fucking spleen. That's interesting, isn't it?
Well,
Look
I
at
mean, the
spleen."
mortality
I guess, I don't know.
rate in children was much higher than also
That's true,
than it is
but
now because
like
there
a
was no
hole in the wall,
vaccinations
you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
could
he had
have
to
you
hide
could have
it.
disposed of the remains in so many other
Yeah.
ways, but he decided to do it in a hole in the wall that led
Yeah,
to the
that's
bottom of
kinda
the
gross.
house. That's
You
fucking
know where
weird.
he messed up?
Yeah, that's
He didn't do like that tamale lady and make them into tamales. That
Oh,
would've
that would have been smart.
That's all. That's a throwback to like episode 2 of our podcast. You
Guys,
should check that
real-
out. It's on-
I just bring it. I'm gonna just recap it. So there was a
Fuck,
lady
yeah, we're-
who was killing people for fucking 25 years or some shit like that, and she got away with it because the people she was killing, she was making them into tamales and selling them.
Oh no.
yeah.
But the secret's
Yeah,
in the
and there were people in
The
the neighborhood
secret's
that
in
been
the
like, I've been eating those
sauce.
tamales for like 5 years.
Nice.
Amen,
Good
bro.
one.
I just
So
wanna
it was like a
backtrack-
real life Sweeney Todd type deal.
Yeah, pretty
Pies,
much.
But she was
Pies,
singing
yes.
tamales.
Yep. Wee Willies, what's up?
Yeah, I just want to back up a second. I'm looking. I cannot find anything anywhere that the rape charges have been dropped.
No,
Thank
I saw
you,
that-
we will,
I
yes,
saw
yeah.
that I saw that his appeal was.
Pauly G, I'm sorry about your cousin, man.
Controlled.
Apparently, it's he and his brother. The two.
Yeah, and then the 2 other ladies are
Oh,
involved
wow.
in a ring together.
They ping ponged it. That's horrible.
Yeah. It's called
It's not
Eiffel
good.
Tower, bro. It's not
Or some
oh,
shit.
it's not-
Slap. Oh, I got you.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
We have
Oh yeah.
stuff.
Oh, the tamale lady. So
Oh, yeah.
if she was like Sweeney Todd, she probably sang Selena while she was fucking chopping them up.
Oh yeah. Bitty bitty bam bam. Putting it in tamales.
If you had to sing a song while committing mass murder, what song would you sing? Oh, Kill Bill. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I think mine would be like really sadistic. Like, what's the song from Willy Wonka
Yeah.
about the candy
Ooh.
man? The candy man can, cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Like,
that's
what
good.
I sing. That's what I
So
sing.
humans, the other white meat.
Ooh, I want to change mine. I want to change mine. I'm changing my song.
I would sing "I Feel Pretty." Could you?
Ooh, that's a
imagine-
good one.
Could you imagine just like
Yeah.
slash it away singing?
I would
Feel
sing
Pretty"?
"Don't Break My Heart, My Achy Breaky Heart."
You like the Cyrus.
Another
Yeah.
one bites the dust.
Hey,
Flash.
Michael.
Ooh, we are the champions.
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
that's
There
a
you
good
go.
one.
Yep. Give you that one.
Popular topic I think we've ever had. Fucking what would you
It's
do?
a
is
beautiful
great.
day in the
Murder
neighborhood.
someone too.
Oh yes, she wins.
That's a good.
She
day.
wins. God damn
Won't
it.
your face be mine?
Oh, I love you. You love me. That one sucked.
Hey, Tiger, I'm gonna test your Mexicanness right now.
Oh
Okay.
shit! All right.
What two events are going on tonight that we should be watching instead of being here in the?
Mexico versus somebody.
It is U.S. versus Panama and Mexico versus Canada. None of us should be here. Right at the end of the
Yeah.
show, in about
Sorry in advance.
fucking 30 minutes, 20 minutes. U.S. or Canada. U.S. is on now. Nobody fucking tell me. If you tell me, I will fucking Candyman your ass. But the game is
Wow.
on now.
Some kind of sports thing.
That's
Yes,
some kind
it's
of
called
sports
soccer.
thing.
Oh no!
Did you
Wow,
just
you-
guess because I said Mexico, or did you actually know Mexico was playing tonight?
No, you know what, dude? The answer is always Mexico versus something. So that's my go-to.
Versus
Oh,
the
hey,
DEA
yeah, I just
versus.
gotta let everybody know, like football season, Monday night football, Thursday night football. You won't be seeing much of me.
You're good. We're only here on Wednesdays, so you're good.
Are you like a stripper for one of the teams or something? Like you just have to always be there?
She's like, I'm following the St. Louis Rams, man.
Why?
Sorry, I'm the shock jock. I'm the shock jock of the bunch. I just say like fucked up shit because I think it's fun. But Michael Beeler, if you murdered someone, what song would you sing?
Another one bites the dust.
Oh, that was you back there. Oh,
That was
some
me
Queen.
back here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
another one. Hey,
I'll
this
put you
table's
next to
throwing
Freddie
me off,
Mercury.
dude. I just spilled my
is.
drink, you guys. So this table right here, this table right next to us, it looked so fucking real. I just grabbed my drink and pretend to put it, and it fell.
Oh,
Was it glass? Or are you okay? Okay, he's gonna.
No, it was a water bottle. But I almost freaking dropped it. Yeah, it looks real because the fucking table's like right there.
Lines blur
Queen.
after a while.
you about to get shot.
All
All of you, Queen.
You ready to start breaking this down or what?
I do. My VR is right in front of a desk in case I need to like hook up to my computer or charge it. And I've been doing comedy so many times and fucking hit my knuckle on the fucking corner of the desk, and it's like the hardest thing to fucking focus
One
on.
time I was playing a game and I was running from someone, and I got so scared. Like I saw the first chair I saw, I just kind of like sat down in VR and
Why
I
did
fell
you
and
get my
smacked my
block?
head on the corner of a desk.
Cool story. So you're still smarter than the average Floridian,
Yeah.
even though you have brain damage.
I also-
All right,
and
good to
also
know.
after-
Good to know.
And after that, I also have traumatic brain injury right now. So yeah.
Oh shit.
We know you have
Okay.
IBS.
Why do you have a headset on if you have a traumatic brain injury?
Yeah, what the hell are
It's
you
a
doing,
joke.
kid?
Oh, he's hilarious. He's hilarious. Did you, Tiger? Do you have any jokes about Florida?
Oh yeah. I actually not DeSantis. I actually do have a Florida joke. Can I tell it? You want to hear my Florida joke, guys?
Dude, I did an old one that I haven't done in 2 years or before you got here. So
Yeah,
hit 'em
same
with
here.
it.
I haven't done. No, yeah. So my wife, she actually sincerely, she wants to go to Florida. She wants like, we need to take the kids to like Disneyland or something like that. Go to Florida, and I was like, I don't want to go because first of all, old people die there, hurricanes. And the people that live there don't get the hint. Like every time a hurricane comes, you see the same lady on the news crying. She's like, "Oh my gosh, we just didn't know this was gonna happen. This is our third house in 2 weeks." And I'm just like, "Get the fuck out of the way! Just move." That's all I got so far. That's all I remember so far. Like 5 years.
That joke also works in Tornado Alley and probably earthquakes in California. Probably.
No, I pictured that fucking joke. It's a way longer joke, and I forgot my setup.
It's funny how not telling a joke like you when you're telling the joke regularly, it's so locked in that you could be thinking about
Oh my
something
gosh,
else.
my
And then you
20
just
minute
don't
set right
tell
now
it for
is-
6
yeah.
months. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just harping on what you're saying. My 20-minute set that I do right now is like I could do it in my sleep. But if you tell me to do a joke that I wrote like a week ago, fuck, it's gonna sound like I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
See, I have my 15 locked in, and I keep going to this 3-minute mic with an idea of a joke I want to do, and then just rambling like bullshit.
That's fine.
Other
It's an open
jokes
mic.
that like have
Find it.
but it bothers me because I never do the joke I want to do. I always like do like 10 other jokes, and then fucking sit there and it's just like
'Cause
I'm
you're
not getting
riffing.
anything from this.
Just
Yes.
don't riff it, dude. Yeah, I have to tell myself. Like I literally tell myself, like, no, I'm gonna go up there and I have 2 new jokes, and I'm gonna say them, and I'm not gonna say anything else. That's it.
What the fuck was that, Simon?
Whoa,
That
whoa,
was too
whoa.
close.
Simon,
That was too close.
That was
wow,
an underager. Like
scared the shit out of me.
Dude, it sounded a lot like
Yeah.
like the fucking alien abduction, and now I don't see Simon up there anymore.
Oh, aliens.
You ready to wrap it up?
I wanted
Shoots?
to say something before about the alien thing when you were talking about the,
Oh, go ahead.
the
Yeah.
hollow center Earth. Well, that's bullshit. But where like you
Ouch.
think that there may be like colonies like within the
Yeah.
different layers of the Earth,
Yeah.
and
they've
people
they've
say
already
that's
found
where
some.
the aliens live. What if we're the aliens
We are.
and the inhabitants of Earth had to go below ground?
I actually
Like,
believe
that's-
that
So,
one.
like the Morlogs.
I believe that 100%. And do you know what? Actually, Shoots, you're gonna like this. You know what points me to that conclusion? I actually believe what you're saying. This is how I know. So technology is getting better, right? So that's requiring us to use less of our mobility, less of our muscles, and you can go back to our diet. If you go back to our diet, 500 years ago, 5,000 years ago, if you look at skulls from back in the day, nobody had crooked teeth. Everybody had straight teeth, even after they were dead. You know what I mean? They had straight teeth. That's because their molars, the back of their mouths were large enough to have those molars not push their teeth forward. Now, with food and how we cook our meat and we're trying to get everything, perfect for our mouths, and stuff like that. It's actually weakened our mouths so that our jaws actually gotten smaller, which is now why we have to have teeth pulled out of our heads. You know what I mean? So that alone. So listen, check it out.
The protein.
Wait, lady. So, hence, listen. So,
He just called me lady. He said, "Wait, lady."
so when you look at the aliens and how they're described, they're really, really skinny, big eyes, basically no mouth, basically no ears. When you think of how fast technology is just just replicating so fast and it's getting better every year. In the next 100 to 200, maybe 300,000 years, it's going to be so good that we're not going to be able to lift a finger, and our offspring is going to evolve to kids or people that look similar to the aliens that they're describing now.
I will say both of y'all are kind of talking about the storyline from the movie Prometheus,
Wall-E.
the alien one.
Not really, but yeah.
Well, you're not talking about, but the coming from aliens, because the idea of Prometheus is that the human race started with.
She says we're planted here. I say that we were already here, and with time travel, we're seeing ourselves. I think the aliens in the future, ourselves in the future, discovered time travel, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing ourselves, and we're just seeing ourselves in an evolved form.
Yeah, coming back.
Yeah.
So what my big question is, back in the day when we had that bigger jaw and the stronger muscles, do you think blowjobs were better or worse?
Better.
Stronger jaw?
A Neanderthal blowjob is the best.
Oh, fuck it. On that note, this has been the Texas 3
Baby.
podcast. Thank you all so much for coming out. We do this every second Wednesday.
Slow motion jump. Ready? We're going to pause.
We do this every other Wednesday. We'll be back if y'all want to join us. Sometimes we hang out at Smoke and Jay's Lounge after the show. Come to all the shows Unknown Theater does. Monday, Beta Show. Tuesday, Binge Nation. Every other Wednesday, us, and then Thursday, of course, the great Metaverse comedy show in the universe or whatever.
Double headliner tomorrow night.
Double headliner.
Double headliner.
Free blow jobs, all the things you want. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank y'all so much. And hit it.
Ooh, that didn't sound.
What was that?
I just fell, you guys.
That's a finale.
I'm leaving that in.
Peace.
All right, y'all have a good one. Thanks for coming, Tiger. I know
Yeah,
this
bro.
bitch.
No, you're good, dude. That was fun.
Yeah.
Dude, that was that was the most fun I've had.
Whoop.
Let me turn off the recorder.
One done.
Cool. I'm
fun
gonna
as shit,
go
bro.
chill and actually I'm gonna get my weed drink and go chill in the Jay Smoking Lounge.
No, you're good, dude. I'm gonna go eat some food.
All right, later, man.
Later, brother.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I remember saying her last
tired.
week when she had to get booted. Well, I think last Texas. So she had to remember her.
What?
So, yes, Queen Sophie.
What was she bouncing?
Not this queen. Well, no, I guess we're not really much of a queen.
I don't know. Ask her. Hey, Emmy.
Her boyfriend's over. Don't embarrass her.
Hold on, can't come over here.
I don't know what the whole shit was
She's got the
announcing.
teacher outfit going.
Do I have what?
She does.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know what we were like.
You just gotta be. You just can't. You did fine.